So let me introduce her. Olivia majored in American Studies with a focus on race and social justice. Born in Boston, her heart lies on the East Coast, but she says she's learning to love the sunshine in California. During her time at Scripps, she spent most of her academic career studying incarceration in America, and for her first 2 years, volunteering in a gardening program at a local women's prison. This culminated in her thesis about the rehabilitative effects of Shakespeare ensembles in prisons. Outside of class, Olivia became heavily involved in the anti-sexual violence efforts on campus and was eventually a co-founder of the Scripps College Advocates for Survivors of Sexual Assault. After graduation, she will be joining the Los Angeles theater company, Theatricum Botanicum, as an actor. I got that. Yeah. Olivia's pursuit of creating social change through classical theater started here at the colleges with the student Shakespeare ensemble she founded. Eventually, she aims to start her own classical theater company, highlighting marginalized voices within classical texts. Please join me once again in welcoming Olivia.
Well, who would have thought it, huh? This is very surreal. Thank you so much, LBV. And thank all of you guys for coming here. And families, I so appreciate the trust you're giving me to represent all of your incredible children and sisters. It's a really tremendous responsibility, and I'm really appreciative. Okay. So the first thing I thought about when sitting down to write about my respect for this class and my admittedly tumultuous relationship with Scripps were our orange trees. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but they line the pathway up to Toll, our first ever dorm. They have sweet-smelling blossoms in the early spring, and white petals that fall on our shoulders, and bright sunshine-colored fruit hanging just within our reach. Looking at these trees, I realized this is exactly what we all thought we were getting into. These orange trees are exactly what we were promised upon entering Scripps College. We were also promised Wednesday teas, the desire and ability to constantly pick different colored roses. We were promised the ease of Southern California. Our ears peaked curiously at the notion of a sunny kind of feminism. Our cautious 18-year-old hearts led us into secret gardens across campus, and we considered what it might be like to call this place home. There are certainly worse places, we thought. An understatement. I don't know about you all, but a few weeks into my first year here, I found that the orange trees took up far less space than I had imagined they would. I think I've come to realize that this college is deceptive in its beauty. You see the stained glass windows and the flowering courtyards, the literal ivory towers, and visitors think, as perhaps we once did, this is beautiful and calm. This is almost untouchable, ephemeral. And here I am, on your graduation day, telling you that those beautiful orange trees, those sweet-smelling blossoms are deceptive, distracting even. Let me explain. Within weeks upon entering my first year, my relationship with Scripps College felt far less like those blossoming, sweet-smelling trees and more like the gnarled roots underneath the surface, stretching and intertwining, grappling for nourishment and growth. Underneath these manicured lawns, that grappling is what I felt about this home. There is a darkness, an earthiness, a breathtaking and sometimes, but not always, beautiful struggle you cannot see from the outside within the white walls of this college. Feeling like there was more going on than I could see, I started looking for secrets here, and I found there were too many to count. Gardens you have to hop over walls to get to, prayers and shrines of past students hidden in closed-looking cabinets, love letters, cautious and beautiful, between two past Scripps students hiding in a browsing room drawer. So many secret and delicate stories. Why are they hidden away, I wondered. What else goes on underneath these grounds with the twisting roots and the rich soil? What beauty lies there that we are not taught to see? Not all of the secrets I found here were lovely. Some of them were very hard. Like the whispers of dearest friends, drying and crying tears as we realize that violence occurs on these campuses just like the rest of the world. Experiencing the pain of that secrecy as we watch the country turn towards college campuses and ask, what is happening? What is happening to colleges so that violence propagates itself like a common cold? What is happening with sexual violence, we asked. We whispered and searched in an otherwise deafening silence for the words to ask and for anyone to give us an answer. Luckily, even in a place as pristine as Scripps College, secrets have a habit of exposing themselves. The clandestine grappling underground burst through dry Southern California earth, demanding the recognition of new life. Slowly, but with certainty, we saw changes made in the past 4 years. In the fall of 2015, a resource center for survivors of sexual violence at the colleges will open. There have been other victories, too. We watched another struggle crack open the earth of our delicate and historically landmarked campus by taking responsibility for what it means to be a women's college. We looked in the mirror, and we reinvented our admissions policy to create an institutionalized space for trans students in our community. Now, the work that lies ahead is to make sure our community is as accepting as our policy, but we can get there. As we watch the new growths of progress this year in our community, class of 2015, we secretly counted our apprehensions about the next world we were stepping into. We smiled for our senior portraits, finished our Du Bois readings, and watched Ferguson in Baltimore unfold on our news feeds, feeling numb, or burning, or both. We thought about the whiteness of ivory towers and wondered if the tools that we had gathered here would be enough to hold the shifting and wounding truths we knew were waiting for us. We wonder whether we have what it takes to make the change we dream of. I hope. I hold a secret prayer that if we look beneath the fruit of those orange trees, if we sink down into the grasping, unsure, but strong-willed roots, that irrepressible capacity for growth, that we do have what it takes. We need to. In the basement of Toll, our oldest dorm in my home this past year, there is a mural, another secret. Painted in white, in the corner of the mural are the words, "Cuídanos," which, as I understand, means care for us. Underneath the Spanish are the English words, "I will endure." When I look at this graduating class, that is what I see. The beauty of endurance. That, if anything, is what a women's college should teach us. I know that each and every one of us in these green robes has our own story of earthy endurance, growing roots deep into rich soil, striving and grappling underground. But we are ready to start growing upwards. Take a moment. Feel your struggles and your growth, how they are intertwined in profound ways. Feel the struggles and the growth of the people sitting beside you. Revel in the weight of your roots and the beautiful life you are bursting into. I am proud and thankful that together we can complement our orange trees and let our endurance tell a different story of beauty. Congratulations, class of 2015. We will endure.